AFLF, FRFT, and Freedmen Nation escalate economic action. Community spending ban on foreign-owned beauty supply stores and nail salons. The American Freedmen Legal Fund, the Freedmen Reparations Fund Trust, and Freedmen Nation are announcing an escalation of our economic position regarding foreign-owned beauty supply stores and nail salons operating in Freedmen communities. We are moving from a general boycott advisory to a community spending ban. This is a lawful, peaceful, and organized economic redirection effort. It is not a call for harassment, threats, intimidation, or harm against any person or business. It is a call for the Freedmen community to stop financially supporting businesses that profit heavily from Freedmen consumers while failing to reinvest meaningfully into Freedmen people, Freedmen ownership, Freedmen vendors, the Freedmen workers, and Freedmen community development. Why we are escalating. For decades, descendants of American slaves have financially sustained the beauty supply, hair care, cosmetics, wig, braid, nail, and salon industries. Freedmen consumers have generated daily revenue for stores and salons located directly inside our communities. Yet too often, those dollars do not circulate back into the Freedmen community. Instead, the money leaves the neighborhoods that generated it. It supports outside ownership networks, outside supplier chains, outside business communities, and in some cases, foreign economies connected to the owner's countries of origin. That is economic extraction. AFLF, FRFT, and Freedmen Nation believe the Freedmen community can no longer continue funding businesses that depend on our dollars while excluding us from ownership, wholesale access, shelf space, supplier relationships, hiring pipelines, and business growth. From boycott to community spending ban. A boycott is a warning. A community spending ban is a disciplined economic decision. The Freedmen community is being advised to stop spending money with foreign-owned beauty supply stores and nail salons that do not support Freedmen ownership, Freedmen hiring, Freedmen vendor access, Freedmen-owned product placement, fair wholesale access, or visible community reinvestment. This action is not based on personal hostility. It is based on economic protection. Freedmen consumers have the right to decide where their dollars go. If a business profits from our community but does not reinvest in our community, we have the right to redirect our spending. Economic transfer to Freedmen ownership. The goal of this community spending ban is not simply to stop spending. The goal is economic transfer. AFLF, FRFT, and Freedmen Nation want Freedmen dollars redirected into Freedmen-owned businesses and Freedmen entrepreneurs who are trying to start, stabilize, or increase revenues in the beauty and nail industries. This includes Freedmen-owned beauty supply stores, Freedmen-owned nail salons, Freedmen nail technicians, Freedmen cosmetologists, Freedmen barbers and stylists, Freedmen-owned hair care brands, Freedmen-owned cosmetic brands, Freedmen-owned wig, braid, and product vendors, Freedmen distributors and wholesale entrepreneurs, Freedmen business owners seeking to expand revenue. The money that has been leaving our communities must be redirected into businesses owned by descendants of American slaves. This is how we move from consumer dependency to community ownership. Add your business to Freedmen Nation's Eco-Locator. Freedmen-owned businesses that want to be found, supported, and included in this economic transfer effort should add their business to Freedmen Nation's Eco-Locator at https://www.freedmennation.org. The Eco-Locator helps the Freedmen community identify verified Freedmen-owned businesses, professionals, vendors, service providers, and entrepreneurs. This is important because community spending must be directed toward businesses that are actually connected to verified Freedmen ownership. Adding your business to Freedmen Nation's Eco-Locator helps guarantee that the businesses being promoted to the community are verified, searchable, and easier for Freedmen consumers to support. If you own a beauty supply store, nail salon, hair care brand, cosmetic brand, barbershop, salon, vendor business, distribution business, or related service, add your business so the community can find you and redirect dollars toward verified Freedmen enterprise. What Freedmen consumers should do. Freedmen consumers should immediately begin identifying where they spend money on hair products, nail services, wigs, braids, cosmetics, salon products, and beauty supplies. Before spending, ask, is this business Freedmen owned? Does this business hire Freedmen workers? Does this business carry Freedmen-owned brands? Does this business support Freedmen vendors? Does this business reinvest in the Freedmen community? Does this business support fair access for Freedmen-owned competitors? If the answer is no, redirect the money. Support Freedmen-owned businesses first. If a Freedmen-owned option does not exist in your area, document the market gap and help create demand for Freedmen ownership. What foreign-owned beauty supply stores and nail salons must understand: businesses operating inside Freedmen communities cannot continue treating Freedmen consumers as a permanent revenue source while refusing to support Freedmen ownership and economic growth. If your business profits from Freedmen consumers, the community expects meaningful reinvestment. That means hiring Freedmen workers, carrying Freedmen-owned products, creating vendor opportunities, supporting Freedmen entrepreneurs, refusing to block Freedmen competitors, and participating in the economic recovery of the people whose dollars sustain your business. Respect must be measurable. Reinvestment must be visible. Access must be fair. Wholesale access and distributor accountability. AFLF, FRFT, and Freedmen Nation have already begun direct engagement with beauty supply distributors regarding fair wholesale access for Freedmen-owned beauty supply businesses. Distributors have been placed on notice regarding account denials, pricing restrictions, inventory limitations, competitor interference, retailer objections, and any conduct that may prevent qualified Freedmen-owned businesses from purchasing products on equal terms. Freedmen-owned businesses cannot build revenue if they are blocked from the supply chain. This is why the community spending ban must include both retail spending and supplier accountability. Community conduct. This campaign must remain lawful, peaceful, disciplined, and focused. AFLF, FRFT, and Freedmen Nation do not support threats, harassment, property damage, intimidation, or personal attacks. The power of this campaign is economic discipline. Do not argue with store owners. Do not create unsafe confrontations. Do not damage property. Do not threaten anyone. Redirect your dollars. Document barriers. Support Freedmen-owned businesses. Build new revenue channels. Submit evidence and complaints. Freedmen-owned business owners, nail technicians, beauty professionals, distributors, vendors, or entrepreneurs who have experienced account denial, wholesale blocking, pricing discrimination, lease interference, product restriction, vendor exclusion, or market barriers should submit documentation to Freedmen Nation. Submit complaints here. https://freedmennation.org/complaints. Include names, dates, emails, screenshots, invoices, account applications, denial messages, distributor names, business records, and a clear timeline of what happened. Documentation creates leverage. Final advisory: AFLF, FRFT, and Freedmen Nation are escalating from boycott to community spending ban against foreign-owned beauty supply stores and nail salons that profit from Freedmen consumers without reinvesting into Freedmen ownership, workers, vendors, and community development. The purpose is economic transfer. The dollars must move from extraction to ownership. The revenue must move from outside control to Freedmen enterprise. The opportunity must move into the hands of descendants of American slaves who are ready to start businesses, expand businesses, and build revenue for their families and communities. Support Freedmen-owned businesses. Add your business to Freedmen Nation's eco-locator. Document market barriers. Submit complaints. Get verified. Build ownership. Submit complaints here. www.freedmennation.org/complaints. Get verified and add your business to the eco-locator at freedmennation.org. Support the work at org. Support the work of AFLF, FRFT, and Freedmen Nation. Cash App Freedmen Legal Fund website at dirt.freedmennation.org. American Freedmen Legal Fund, Freedmen Reparations Fund Trust, Freedmen Nation.